So how do you know the adults are back in charge? When they don't actually have to do anything yet. They just say it, and things fall in line like they should. Right now, it is 3:31 p.m., December 16th, 2024, and it looks like the Trudeau government in Canada is falling. I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's take a look at what's going on up to our neighbor to the north. Justin came down, had that conversation with the president at Mar-a-Lago. The president said there would be a 25% tariff, and days later, Trudeau is considering quitting after Canadian Finance Minister Freeland unexpectedly resigns. And that's just the headline out of Zero Hedge. I'm following this currently on CTV Canada. Breaking news. Multiple sources say that new finance minister will be Dominique LeBlanc. And the headline story, with no video to accompany it because this is breaking as we speak, Trudeau considering his options as leader after Freeland quits cabinet. This story is pretty good. It goes through a timeline of many Canadian ministers asking for his resignation after her resignation. This announces him swearing in ceremony and Singh asking for the Prime Minister to resign. And her letter, which articulates her views, which is available on both of these stories, and I'll make sure to link it in there. But it certainly appears that Justin Trudeau might be out up in Canada. Isn't it something? The president comes in and just makes statements. That's all he's done, is make statements. He has no power. He has as much power as you or I. Right now, at this moment in time, he has no power. But it's like when the father comes home. Everyone settles down. All the kids settle down. The mood in the room starts to chill a little bit because the adults are back. Everyone knows the one in charge has entered the room. There's no screwing around, or there's going to be problems. It goes specifically into the story here that one of the things that Trump has considered is a 25% tariff on everything except energy, which is exactly what the Conservatives in Canada would be after. It's an amazing thing to watch when an adult enters the room and the children just go scattering. We've had a no confidence vote for Schultz in Germany. The French Parliament has been dissolved. The French president, South Korea's president's been impeached. We've had uproar in Georgia, Syria. All of this since the election, guys. Ukraine has changed. Now you can tell they're desperate. You can sense the desperation. Zelensky's come out and he wasn't talking any kind of peace before the president was elected. Now, my God, they've even floated the idea of being willing to trade land for peace. It's amazing when the adults enter the room, isn't it? It really is. And the latest sign of that is this. And this is the part I wanted to bring up. As we highlighted in a recent post, Trudeau's government would have no choice but to respond if Trump simply exempted energy while hitting all other Canadian products. But for the Prime Minister, going down this path would cause serious political divisions in Canada. Oil, uranium, and potash production are concentrated in the western provinces. Those provinces are the strongest voter base for Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, and their provincial governments are staunch right-wing opponents of Trudeau. 4D chess. The man knows what he's doing. How long is it going to be before people actually believe that Donald Trump knows exactly what he's doing? That he's not just spouting off randomly? If he exempts oil, uranium, and potash from the 25% tariff, Canada's in big trouble. There has been for years a Quebec separatist movement. There is a growing Alberta separatist movement in Canada. That would be far more right-wing than the Quebec one. And the president, with just a statement, through the entire Canadian political apparatus into complete tumult. We have a finance minister resigning because she's imploring the prime minister that you can't do frivolous, I forget her exact words, but frivolous programs. And now it's so bad that even Trudeau might resign. I don't know the ins and outs of Canadian politics, but if this causes a new election in Canada, I'm all for it. Guys, come on back to sanity with us. We've made a good step ourselves. We're not there yet, but come back to sanity with us. We need Canada to be a strong ally of the United States. We don't want to have tariffs on you. We want to move forward together. America's hat and America as one, as we should be. Let's hope that Trudeau does resign. Let's hope the people of Canada are able to make the choice of liberty for themselves. I sure hope you do. This is one American who's hoping that you do. But I want to thank you. I appreciate you. That's all I got.